Asphalt curb has multiple uses. Usually it is used as a boundary for a parking lot, but curbing can also be used as protection and as a water directing implement. Occasionally, asphalt curbing can become damaged by a variety of factors: erosion, distracted driving, and snowplows, to name a few. Unfortunately, because it is so dense and the brake lines are often jagged, curbing cannot be simply moved back into place. A skid steer is usually employed to pry the curb away from the surrounding asphalt and dirt. This curb is set to the side so that it can be hauled away to the dump. If areas of curb are difficult to access or the risk of damage to nearby property is high enough, that section of curb will be removed by hand. Curb is always originally laid on top of asphalt surfaces. However, it is not uncommon for a new asphalt overlay to be installed adjacent to the existing curb. A curb that has been overlaid against requires additional preparation work when it comes to replacement, because the area will often be too low or otherwise unprepared to accept new curb. After the curb has been removed, the crew must prepare the area to accept new curb. If the curb has been overlaid against, the underlying area must be raised up to match the level of the surrounding asphalt parking lot. This underlying area is usually a shallow trench. The shallow trench is cleaned out and backfilled with asphalt mix. It is important to make sure that the base is as level and even as possible. Otherwise, the curb laid on top of it will be wavy and uneven. The mix is then compacted, usually with a plate compactor. If the area is wide enough to fit a vibratory roller, then a roller will be used for compaction. If the trench is greater than 3 inches deep, backfilling and compaction will occur in separate backfilling compaction cycles known as lifts. A chalk line is popped to act as a guide for the machine operator. Next, we use an asphalt curb extruding machine to install the curb. The asphalt is shoveled into the hopper on top of the machine. It is then distributed to the mold via an auger apparatus. As the machine moves down the chalk line, asphalt is extruded through the mold and placed on the ground. Although the mold does a good job of shaping the asphalt mix, further manipulation of the asphalt is necessary for quality. This manipulation is done with hand tools and an experienced laborer. He uses his hand tools to compact and taper the asphalt to the desired shape. Finally, after the curb installation is complete, the new curb must be allowed to cure. The area is roped off so that no traffic can disturb the curb during this curing process. After a few hours of curing, the curb has cooled and hardened enough for the parking area to be reopened.